Hello everybody. Today we're going to work out with dynaband, balls, weights, water bottles, so I have all these here, and a dynaband. If you do not have any of these, you can still perfectly do this workout. I really believe if you give a message to your muscles, through your brains of course, to activate the muscle, to imagine that you have this resistance, you will get more out of your workout. So let's start. I'm going to start right away with my dynaband. As we discussed in the beginning of the quarantine, you can also take a belt or to accelerate your workout. So place the dynaband right here, just if your knees are hip braid, my hands are just outside the knees, just to give myself resistance. Feel that you have a resistance. Open the elbows, elongate from the lower back. You take a breath and with exhalation roll down. So here I have this help of the dynaband, and now stay here, bring the lower back towards the floor. You are limited how far you can go down. Bring your head to your knees and elongate from the lower back. Once more, you take a breath. With exhalation, I roll down. Really try to move the hips away from the femur. I'm hanging on to the dynaband without lifting the shoulders. Bring the head to your knees and elongate. Now bring the head backwards, just to stretch the front of the neck. Bring the shoulder blades towards each other. Try not to lean backwards and find your center. Once more, you take a breath. With exhalation, roll down. Now maybe we want to give ourselves a little bit more space here. So I'm holding the dynaband a little bit far away. I'm rolling the hips. My lower back is almost touching the floor. And now come back up. Once more, lift the head, bring the shoulder blades towards each other. The shoulders are away from the ears. Chest forward, widen the chest, and find your center. Now, roll back down. And come back up. And now hold the dynaband between your thumb and fingertips. And now roll down and come back. So just roll the spine backwards and roll down just to warm up the lower back and come back. Once more, roll down, come back. Now go to half roll down, bring the dynaband to the right side and find center. Go to the left, find center. Pull the abdominal in and center and left. So the dynaband helps you a little bit to keep your arms long, to keep the distance between them together, because the whole movement is about the waistline, rotating the ribs to one side to the other. This was the last one. Stay here, go a little lower. So my lower back is almost on the floor. My shoulder blades are away from the floor. Bring the feet a little bit forward. The arms are going one line with your ears. And tap the knees, and back, and tap the knee. Keep the chest elevated. Keep pressing the lower back to the ground, and back, and out, and back. Really long arms. We're working from the shoulder blades. What you do not want to do is this, right? You want to keep the chest elevated. Once more, now stay here, elongate the legs, they're externally rotated, and the arms are going backwards. We're going to a roll up from here. Bring the arms above your chest, you look through your arms, and roll the spine forward. Reach forward, 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 and now roll the hips back. Keep the arms long, and the arms are going backwards. And bring it forward. Chin to your chest and come forward. There is a little tension between my arms. So I'm also activating my triceps, my biceps, and bring it forward. You look forward and reach forward. Press the back of the thighs towards the floor, roll the hips, bond, bond, bond. And now listen, the arms are going backwards. Bring them forward. You come forward, I'll go a little forward. Reach forward. Now listen, as we go down, really articulate the spine. So I'm going about the back of the back end. I'm making sure the shoulders are down. I'm going a little bit more. A little bit more. I'm trying to place my lower back on the ground before the ribs. And then the ribs, then the shoulder, then the head. The arms are going backwards. Bring it forward. And reach forward. Reach, reach, reach. Now listen. You're going to go half roll down. Just find where is the place that you can stay a little bit and work. You bring the arms back and down. And lift. Now listen, here you want to make sure you're not lifting the shoulders. If this is the case, maybe you want to widen your hold on the dynaband. And up. And up. Now stay here. Bring one knee towards the dynaband or towards the chest and place it back. And up. So from the abdominal, I'm pulling the knees toward my chest. Up. And up. If you see that I'm making funny movement with my feet, it's because I have a cramp from time to time. And up. And in. My arms are long. My shoulders are down. This was the last one. Again, with control. Roll the hips back. Roll the hips back. Now I have my lower back on the ground. The ribs and the head. Okay, the arms are going backwards. Bring it back. Come back to seated position. Find your straight, long back. Point the toes and reach forward. Bring the head towards your knees. Really fold your body above the upper legs and come back. Now flex the feet. Push the heels forward and reach forward. Now listen, if you're flexible and you manage to put the dynaband on the ball of your foot, do so and use it to find your straight back. If this is not the case, just place your dynaband on the top of your shins. Elongate, find one line from the tail to the crown. I got it. And come back up. Okay, from here, place your feet on the ground and bone for bone, go back down. So now we are not using, put the dynaband a little bit here and actually take a ball if you have and place it between your knees. Place your hands along your body, you press your feet up the mat, you squeeze the ball, cantle the back and curl the back and up and go to a bridge. So my fingers are reaching towards my heels, I'm pushing the floor away, I'm contracting the glutes, I'm lifting the hips higher. Think of opening the front of the hips. Think of bringing the knees toward the toes. You're pressing the ball, stay here, and bone for bone for bone, you roll back down. So really try to articulate the spine from the back side. And squeeze the ball, push the floor, tail under, and you go to a bridge. Stay here, contract the glutes. We're going to stay a little bit and work on the glutes. So you go down and pulse up, down and up. So what we have here, we're working the glutes, we're working the inner thighs because you're squeezing the ball and down and up. So really feel the contraction in the glutes at the top of the movement and up, down and up, down and up. Down. Stay here, squeeze the ball, feel the upper back on the ground, feel the back of your head to the ground. Can we lift the hips higher? Press the big toes on the ground, it will keep your knees facing forward. And now bone for bone, roll back down. Now we're going to take the dynaband in your hands. It's still folded, it's about Sorry, I forgot to say, mine is very long, so it's folded in two. The more you fold it, the more resistance you get. Okay, so I have my hands above my shoulders. Press the feet on the ground, contract the glutes and go to your bridge. Stay in the bridge. So my concentration is to contract the glutes, open the front of the hips, pull the abdominal in, and we're going to work the arms. So bring the arms about one line with your ears and back above your chest. And back, and bring it back. And achter, and terug. And back. And bring it back. And up. Really stretch. Open the chest. Reach with those fingers. Don't forget to pull the abdominal in, to navel in. Don't forget to contract the glutes. And up. Squeeze the ball. And up. Last time, stay here. Reach with the finger. Reach with the knees forward. Think that you have a tight belt around your waistline, so you really contract the talia. Bring the dynaband here and bond for bond, you roll back down. Before we continue, just bring your knees towards your chest. You can even release the ball and move the hips from one side to the other. You can also roll the head from one side to the other to release the neck. Okay, we're still busy with the glutes, therefore, put the ball back or not. Actually, let's try without. I'm going to use it without and without anything. So, you're going to go back to your bridge. Stay here. And we start from the top and up. Now you have the memory, I hope, of how it feels to have the ball between your inner thighs. So, therefore, you want to keep it. You do not want to let the knees fall out. Contract the glutes in the top of every pulse. And now to challenge yourself more, bring the arms here and continue down and up. Lower the glutes and up, contracting. Down and up. You have less support from the upper body. I'm pressing the feet towards the floor. I'm resting on my upper back and the back of my head. Now stay here and we slice only the arms, but stay with the hips elevated. Keep the contraction in the glutes. And up. And out. Really long arms working from the shoulder blades. Pull the navel in. Contract the glutes. Last time, bring the arms above your shoulders. Place them on the floor, lift the hips a little bit more, and now bond for bond, go back down. Bring the knees towards your chest to release the hips. Okay, from here, place your feet on the ground, the arms are going backwards, bring them forward, and come to seated position. We're going a little bit more with the abdominals, so take one ball in your hands, long arms, and now go all the way down. The ball is going back, and tick the knees with the ball, and back, and tap, and back. So what happens now? I'm lifting the chest because my abdominal is contracting towards the lower back. Up, and up. Try not to use momentum. So I'm giving a message to push the lower back on the ground and then my arms are going forward. I'm trying not to use momentum with the arms. So don't let the ball help you, but make the ball create more resistance. And up. And up. Really come here and pause for a second. And up. And up. We're going to continue from here. You bring the ball forward and come to seated position. I'm still contracting the glutes and roll back down. Now listen, this what you don't want to do. You don't want to do that if you can. You want to bring the ball forward, lift from the strength of the abdominal, and then you roll back down. And the arms are going back and come to seated position. It will help you, the ball will help you to come up. So this is the plus, and come up and go down. Once more, come up, stay here, half roll down, and now bring the ball to the right side, find your center, left and center, right and center, shoulders away from the ears, up. If you have difficulties, bring the knees, keeping the knees from moving, you can put a ball between your knees, it will stabilize, up and up. Now listen, we're going to the right side. Can we go a little more, a little more, a little more, and come back? The same to the left, pull the abdominal in. So now you know where you can go. And left. And really squeeze the talia. And up. And up. Last time, stay here, take both balls away, elongate the legs, and fold your body above your legs. From here, stay here with the legs elongated. Take a ball, and now half roll down, if you can. Now this is a little challenging movement because your rump is floating. So if it's too difficult, maybe you want to go a little lower, but try, give it a shot. From here, you open the knees to the side, so the knees is going towards the outside of the shoulders, you bring it back and up. So we're working the hip extern, the hip joint, the legs of course, the abdominal, and really bring the knee towards the shoulder from the outside of the arm. And up, and up, and up, and up, and up. Stay with me, don't give up. Up, and up, and up. Really here, pull the knee towards the shoulder, pull the knee towards the shoulders. And up. The ball helps you sort of to stay here, so you have something to hold on. Last time, stay here, and again, round yourself forward. Put the ball away. Find your straight back. Flex the feet and reach forward. Again, if you cannot touch your feet, you can always place your hands on the shins. Push the heels forward. Feel the stretch in the calves and the hamstring. And come back to seated position. We'll do one more abdominal. Place your knees on the floor without the ball. Your arms in a juni position. Tail is curling under. Bring the knee to your arm. Alternate. And up. And up. And up. It's a great exercise for the abdominal. And up. Now listen, you lift only the right leg. And up. And up. And up. And up. Change. Up. And up. The whole time you pull the abdominal in. And up. And up. Both legs. Up. And up. And up. Really curl from the legs towards the arms. And up. And up. Last time. And stretch forward. One more exercise for the rotation. For the side of the obliques. Bring the arms, the legs here. You know what? Let's take the ball from this. For this. Why not? And now, tail is under. Bring one elbows to the ground. And up, and down, and up. So we're working the waistline. Every time, breathe out. And up, and out. If If it's too much, you can lose the ball because the ball is of course creating more work. And up. And up. Now I'm going to place the ball here and go a little, float the legs, double tempo. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. And up. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last time, and take the ball away and stretch forward. Okay, spine stretch forward. Open the legs in a small V, elongate from the low back, bring the arms forward, elongate for the talia, reach to the ceiling, but really feel that you are elongating from the waistline. And now reach forward, bring your fingers towards the floor. You're looking with your head towards the abdominal. You pull the hips backwards, the ribs backwards. Keep this stretch as you come all the way up. Once more. Lift and reach for. Imagine that you're going over a very big ball, but you do not want to touch it. So you're rounding yourself over it. Press the back of the legs to the ground and come back up. Now let's take a ball. You're holding the ball. I know you sort of, I lost you in the picture, but trust me, I have it. Lift and reach forward. Now I'm bringing the ball towards the floor. I'm rounding the spine and come back up. And reach and elongate, pull the abdominal in, elongate forward and come all the way up. Now you're going to rotate to the right side, bring the ball outside the right foot, pull the left hips backwards and come back up. Find your center, go to the other side and reach outside the left foot, right hip and glutes press to the ground, come back up and find your center. Again, go to the first side. So think spine stretch forward on the side, right? So instead of going forward, I'm going on the side, pull the opposite hips and hip back and come back. And last time, and reach. Pull the opposite hips backwards and come back up and place the ball back. Now, place your hands behind you, close the legs and your fingers are facing forward. And we're just going to stretch the other way. So you're lifting the chest, it's warm in here. Lift the chest, bring the shoulder blades towards each other. Really look with the head to the sky so you get a nice stretch in the front of your neck. Now here you want to make sure that your chest is going forward and the shoulders are sliding away from the ears. You don't want to lift them. And now come back. And once more, push the floor away, lift, and come back. You can stay with that, or you come up and lift the whole body. So you're in a reverse plank, lift the hips, push the floor away, and with control, come back down. Once more, push the floor away, come up, reach, pull the abdominal in, stay, 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 and go back down. Okay, people, let's go on hands and knees. So I'm thirsty, I'm going to open one of those bottles. Okay, find your tabletop position. Fingers under your shoulders, knees under your hips. We start with a simple cat stretch. So round the spine, bring the hips forward, and elongate the spine. Find your straight back. Once more, you breathe in, push the floor away. I'm pushing the floor away with my hands, with my knees, and come back. Now listen, you're going to elongate the right leg, externally rotate it, lift it one line with the spine and the opposite arm. Stay here. I'm going to tap the floor and lift. Tap and lift. Every lift, I'm contracting the glute. I'm pulling the navel towards the lower back. I'm keeping the shoulders away from the ears. I'm keeping the front ribs pulled to the back so I have control in the trunk. And now stay here. Bring the leg to the side, the arms to the side, and find the center. And up, try to keep the leg high if you can. Side and center. And side and center. Last time, come here and bring everything back before we go to the other side. Go to a child pose. Actually, if you worked your right leg, bring the arms to the left. So you get a stretch in the right hip. Go back to a tafel. Yeah, to a table position. Elongate the left leg, elongate the right, and lift and tap. So think of how long you can make the leg, how long you can make the arms without lifting the shoulders. Pull the belly towards your lower back. Elongate the leg from the knee caps. Some people bend it in the knee, try not to, because you want to work from the glutes. Last time you stay here, bring the leg and the arm to the side and with control back. And side, try not to bend the supporting arm. And back, and side, and back, oops, and side. And back, and go back to a child pose, arms to the right, hips to the left. Okay, we are going to continue with some push-ups. Actually, let's put a ball between the inner thighs. Curl your toes inside, you bring your hands forward and you bring the trunk forward. So I'm squeezing the ball, and from here you lower the chest and come up, down and up. People, make sure that your chest is hovering above your fingers. If you're here, you're not getting the same benefit of the exercise. You want the trunk leaning a little bit forward and down. And down. Squeeze the ball and up. It is push up. So you go down and you push up. And down and up. Last time, take the ball away and again go to a shell stretch. Okay, we're going to the side. So go lay down. We're going to use the ball. You're going to place the ball outside the thighs. Flex the upper foot, you lift and lower. So listen what happens. As you lift, I'm pressing my hand on the ball, activate the triceps and down. So I'm creating a resistance from the leg to the ball and from the ball to the leg. So this, it happens right here. I'm lifting and pushing and resisting and if not, this will happen. I don't want it. So I'm lifting, resisting and back. And lift and down. And lift and down. And lift and down. Last time. Now put the ball here. You can place your fingers on the ball, point the toes and lift and lower and lift. What I would like you to do here is lift fast and with control you lower. So kick and lower with control. Kick and lower with control. Kick and lower down. Out. Kick and lower down. Lift and lower down. Stay here. Bring the leg a little bit behind and go for circles. And reverse. Try to make circles, not commas. And bring the knees to your chest. Let's go to the other side. You find your straight line. Place the ball on the outer thigh, flex the upper leg, foot, bring it up, press and lower. I'm lifting, resisting and lower. Lift, resist and lower. As I resist, I pull the abdominal in. You want control of the whole body. You want to activate all the muscles in your abdominal, in your back, in the trunk, in the leg, of course. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift, press and lower. Lift, press, resist and lower. Lift, press, resist. One more. Lift, press, resist and place the ball here. Point the toes. You kick it up and with control lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift. As you lower slower, think that you're pressing on something, maybe water. Last time you bring the leg behind you, go for circles. Pull the abdominal in. Everything is controlled. Everything is working. Reverse. Every exercise in Pilates is a full body exercise. And bring the knees to you. Okay, I would like to continue with upper body work. So, I'm starting with the balls. Maybe I'll go to my water bottle if it's too heavy. Take some weights if you need. If you don't, you will see you will experience muscle work even if you do not use weights. Maybe I'll sit like this. Your arms are in 90 degrees here. You bring the elbows and the ball towards each other and out. Now listen, as you do that, we're working the chest. We're sort of targeting the chest. However, pull the abdominal in. Elongate from the lower back. So you bring the elbows in and now contract the shoulder blades towards each other with extension. And out. And out. You breathe in, you breathe out. In and out. In, that was the last one. You bring the balls out and with control lower. So listen, as I go down, I'm taking one away so you can see. I want you to elongate from the side of the talia. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. And lift and lower. Lower with control. If you do not have balls or weights, think that you have some. So it's not that your arms are going down, they're resisting something. Last time, and now open the arms here, bring them in and out. So you're not working from the elbows. Think that you're hugging somebody big. And up and open and out. I know we cannot hug now, but we can imagine. And up and now put the balls away. Hug yourself a little bit. And I'm going to do the next section without balls. I found it challenging enough. So elongate the arms. Hand palm are facing forward. The movement is from the shoulders. Small circles. Reverse. Nothing moves. Behalf the arms. Now your hand palm is facing forward. Shoulders are away from the ears. Reverse. Now your hands are facing the sky. Try to keep the trunk in one line. Reverse. Elongate the arms as long as you can make them. Out and relax. Fold the body forward. And now we're going to stretch the arms. I want you to bring the right arm in front of your chest. The left is going underneath and pull it towards you. It stretches your shoulders. I know it's sometimes confusing for some people. So now you put the left arms in front of your chest. The right is going underneath. I hope you succeeded. We're going to stretch the triceps next. So place one arm behind you. The hand is going towards between your shoulder blades, and bring the elbows, pull on the elbows. It should stretch your triceps. And go to the other side. And come back. We're going to finish on hands and knees for just for a nice stretch. So stay here, curl your toes in. You can widen the feet a bit and go to a pike. You push the hands away. You think that your heels are sinking towards the floor. Just stay here for a stretch. You create a flat back. Think even arching the back. Shoulders away from the ears. Now lift the heels as high as you can. Make sure that your weight is evenly on the whole ball of your feet. And let the heels sink. And once more up. And let them sink. Stretch the calves. Once more lift and down. Bend your knees. Oops, I lost you. And you finished today's workout. Thank you for joining me. If you like, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you next time. Have a nice weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.